This LARP is only for adults.
LARP is a badass hobby of hundreds of thousands of people worldwide. It's basically like playing video games, but in real life. Today, I'll show you a LARP event that makes you feel like...
That's crazy. What the fuck? LARP, by the way, live action roleplay. That's what it stands
right
for.
Inside of a movie. Hey, I'm Sonia, and here are 10 facts about Epic Empires.
Okay, let's see it.
The event is held at the Utopion Bexbach campground in the west of Germany, not far from the border to France.
Oh my god.
It's a beautiful and huge
Look at,
LARP
holy
site
shit.
with more than 160 hectares of woods, meadows, and hills you can play on. It usually happens every year at the end of August for about 5 days.
This is smart guys, by the way. Look at that.
August for about 5 days.
See all those halabardos? Yeah, that's how you get shit done. There's nobody using swords there. All halabardos.
Epic Empires is the third biggest LARP event in Germany, with around 1,200 people attending. Most of these LARPers come from all over Germany and some neighboring European countries. So the main language is German. Germany and some...
I feel like that guy probably didn't even have to dress up that much. He looks like the kind of guy that would just wear that to 7-Eleven.
Neighboring European countries. So the main language is German.
That's some pretty badass
but
armor.
people are very welcoming, and they will switch to English for you. There is one big difference to most LARP events, though. At Epic Empires, you have to be at least 18 years old to attend. Children and people underage are not allowed.
That's
the reason.
By the way, that's probably a good thing.
Is simple. Epic Empires.
Children are dumb.
Is all about full and deep immersion into a fantastic world. And that might include role-playing intense conflicts, experiencing scenes of violence, or playing with the concept of sexuality. If you get easily triggered by such topics, this event might not be for you.
Okay.
So to make it as safe as possible for everyone, Epic Empires is strictly for adults.
What that means is there's orc sex. Okay? She didn't say it, I'll let you know. That's what she really means.
That are legally capable of full self-responsibility. And of course, everyone takes care of each other. It's a medieval fantasy setting with a...
Half of these costumes are better than the ones in The Witcher.
Wild mix of high and low fantasy. There are characters from the Warhammer Fantasy universe, mixed with historically inspired characters.
Okay.
And you can also see
Roman
orcs
legionnaires
and elves that would fit perfectly into a Lord of the Rings movie.
Absolutely.
The concept of this LARP event is player versus player. And the camps really take that seriously. You don't just go into another camp like that.
Well, like, what if they had, like, a PvE encounter where everybody tried to, like, you know, they released, like, 5 lions. It's just like, you know, see what happens.
There will be guards, and they will try to take you down if you have evil in mind. So your LARP character would probably pay with their life for such a careless act. This setting is awesome if you like the thrill that your next enemy might be just around the corner.
Wow.
And of course, it's also great for diplomatic roleplay. Your character can achieve a lot in this world if they are good with words, with political strategies, or if they have just a big bag of coins.
Makes sense.
The Lesat are the native inhabitants of the fantastic world of Epic Empires.
So they're NPCs?
Once upon a time, their gods fought a violent war and almost destroyed the world.
Pay to win, yeah.
That is why the Lesat decided to overpower their own gods and lock them into prisons. And now, you have the chance to influence this world with your own actions.
So basically, the people that started this like Final Fantasy.
May it be through politics, adventurous quests, magical rituals, or through combat on the battlefield. Most of the plot of this LARP event is generated by the players themselves. So you really have a big...
I feel like that costume is pretty fucking badass. I mean, this is pretty damn good, man. Wow.
Big influence on how the story of Epic Empires
I think
evolves.
that's what's most impressive to me about this, is the end boss.
In LARP, it's all about roleplay. You create your own fantasy character, and then you stay in that role for the entire event.
Okay.
At Epic Empires, this is taken very seriously. You really commit to your role.
You cannot re-roll. I like that. That's good.
Never break character during the event. But where are the limits, you might ask? If this is fantasy and I can create whatever I want, are there still rules?
Yeah, of course there's going to be rules, yeah.
And in the case of Epic Empires, the rules are very simple.
You can't have a machine gun.
Your LARP character can only do what you can realistically portray.
Okay.
So, your character can't fly unless you can realistically portray that. And if you want to use magic, for example...
So, like, you can't use lightning bolt. Basically, they saw the video. Everybody saw it. Yeah, you can't use lightning bolts. You can? Oh, yeah, I forgot you got a taser. Yeah.
You do that by using realistic effects, such as light or smoke. And if you want to play a thief, you can absolutely do...
I really have to say, this is really fucking impressive. God damn.
Do that. Just stick to the rules and only steal these marked red bags. You might find them tied to somebody's belt when you walk around the beautiful city at Epic Empires.
Okay.
In battle, you count the times you get hit, and it depends on your armor and your experience how many hits you can take before the character is critically wounded. At Epic Empires,
wait, hold up.
Can take before the character is...
I feel like this is a bit overpowered. I mean, this is... I mean, come on. This is a gun. What the fuck, man? It's like these guys are out having a sword fight. This dude pops up thinking it's New World.
It's critically wounded. At
you got the Patriot
Empires,
in here.
The focus is not on winning at all costs. It's much more important to have a great roleplay experience, even in battle. That's why the camps actually rate each other at the end of each event. Whoever has put the most into creating a great overall atmosphere and immersive roleplay wins the so-called B-Note. After all, it's so boring when everyone is an invincible hero of badassdom. It's much more fun for everyone if you also give someone else a hero moment. That's a sign of true self-confidence. And
I feel like I'm listening to GTA RP people talking about it, because I feel like the amount of times I've read conversations about certain streamers with like massive egos that would never let somebody else win. Yeah, it's absolutely like, yeah, I think it's so fucking funny, man.
Also one
Minus
for good
one, yeah.
roleplay in LARP. That being said, Epic Empires...
Which, by the way, I find to be the most entertaining.
Also allows full contact
the
battle
best part about
if both parties agree to it. It's the so-called Aufs Maul rule, which basically means in your face. If both parties signal their consent, you can go into full in-fight mode. If you want to know more about the rules, there's a full rulebook online of the Epic Empires homepage, even in English.
Okay.
At Epic Empires, there are more than 12 camps you can choose from. Since it's simply impossible to introduce you to every single one of them, here is a look at a few great examples.
I still think that it's really overpowered that there can be a camp of conquistadors. Like, did these people ever read about history, like what happened? I mean, like, come on.
Camp is built into a natural quarry and surrounded by high stone walls. Skulls and bones warn the visitors to be extremely careful with these dark creatures. The Elven camp is the polar opposite. Elegant palisades are built right into the woods. You will walk on freshly cleaned forest paths. You will marvel at elven art.
I love how they showed all of these, but like I don't know if you guys missed this part. Yeah, there it is. I think that's just a grill. Yeah. Yeah, this is a grill. It was made by the dwarves. It was a gift 700 years ago. It's a table? Oh, never mind.
And you can even climb these platforms right into the treetops.
That's impressive. That's cool.
Off we go to the camp of the Norsemen.
Oh, of course.
This is the Norrelak. It's
These are
another
the people that
great
buy
example
Skyrim every
that
year.
everything at Epic Empires is built to be fully immersive. People even do everyday tasks in-game. At Norrelak, you really feel like you are surrounded by Vikings and Norsemen. But you can also choose to go to the dark side.
This is cool.
What an impressive palisade, right?
This is badass.
Covered in hundreds of skulls, you know right away to be fearful of these people. Welcome to the Chaos Camp. If you know Warhammer Fantasy, you know that this is the realm of dark rituals, evil politics, and bloodthirsty battles.
I can't wait for one of those guys to just come out with a chainsaw, you know? You know, just for full character immersion.
Then here is a great example of a more historically inspired low fantasy camp. Welcome to the Pilgrims Camp. You can see colorful palisades with high watchtowers and soldiers marching side by side with long pole arms in their hands.
Of course.
The Pilgrims Camp really looks like it's set right in the late European Middle Ages between the 13th and the 16th century. And these are just a few examples of the diverse camps you can be a part of at Epic Empires. All of them have wonderfully decorated campsites and are a pleasure to look at. You won't see a single plastic chair or any mobile phones. For these 5 days, you really live in a medieval fantasy world.
I bet I could spot a phone. I bet I could spot a phone in this video. 100%. Just give me like probably an hour. Look through. I bet I could spot a fucking phone.
Camp is completely self-organized and has between 50 and 150 members. If you want to be a part of a camp, you need to apply first.
Okay.
And that's how we get to our next point. For most LARP events, you can simply buy a ticket.
Oh, it's like the helmet from the Venthyr in Shadowlands. That's actually pretty cool.
And go to the event. That's different for Epic Empires. In order to visit this LARP, you need to choose a camp and then apply for it with a photo and a concept of your character. Only if they accept your application, you will be able to attend.
So if you have a shitty cosplay, they don't invite you. Like we used to have, we used to do this in my backyard. Like we would use a like a stick, and then we would, for a tower shield, we would use what's that? An ironing board, right? Like I've never used one before, but like that's like the thing that you put like to do clothes. Is that what it's called? It's called an ironing board. Yeah. And like me and my friend Eric. Wow, I'll show y'all guys real quick. I think I actually put a video up of this back in the day. Let me see if I find one. Well, this is what we used to do. Because, like, this is, like... And I'm talking about, like, this is, like, way, way, way back in the day. Yeah, this is deep lore. Where is it? See if I find it. Oh, yeah, here we go. 2005. Yep, there we go. That's me with my friend Eric out in the backyard fucking fighting with sticks. You know, I met Eric. We became friends because we would try to challenge each other on who knew the most about Lord of the Rings, okay? So this is just what we used to do. Yeah, so I understand this. This is a little bit more immersive, it seems.
That's important for two reasons to them. First of all, your concept and your costume need to fit the respective theme of the camp. So, if you want to be a part of the antique camp, for example, your character needs to fit into the world of the old Romans or Greeks.
The antiquity, yeah.
The entire plot of this LARP event only makes sense if your character really fits the theme.
That makes sense.
The second reason is that Epic Empires wants to create a super immersive experience.
Okay.
The goal is that everyone really feels like they are in an actual fantastic world for 5 days. The outfits are as much a part of that as the decoration of your camp.
What's the food? Do you get dysentery?
So it needs to be so realistic and well done that it adds to the immersion for everyone. That doesn't mean you need to have a super expensive outfit, however. A simple but well executed
Look at this guy. I love this guy.
have a super expensive outfit, however.
Where is he?
Look
at him. Oh my god. I don't know why, I just think that guy's so funny. He's having fun. No, I'm not making fun of him. It's just funny.
Simple but well executed costume is absolutely enough.
Yeah.
Basically, don't look like this and wear your 90s LARP pirate shirt, cheap plastic fabrics, and old hiking boots.
Okay.
Instead, use good basics in fitting colors and, most importantly, in-game shoes. Yes,
got it.
In-game shoes. Or perfectly covered up out-game shoes might be the most outstanding difference to your average LARP game.
Honestly, I wouldn't really need to change much of anything.
But don't worry, the camps are
like, I mean, no, really, because if it's all right, because I usually wear, like, moccasins. And that's what I usually wear all the time, so I just get some old clothes. And it'd be fine. Yeah, same shoes, exactly.
really helpful and open-minded. They will support you with tips and tricks for easy improvements if necessary. And they will make sure you will feel right at home when you attend. The Orc Camp even offers an Orc apprenticeship at Epic Empires. If you have always wanted to know if this roleplay is for you, you can be an Orc for a day. They will lend you a costume and guide you around. Once your application was successful, you can purchase your tickets directly through your respective camp. Depending on when you book, the prices are between 130 and 180 euro for the 5-day event.
That's pretty fucking cheap. To be honest, like, any 5-day event, that's cheap as fuck.
Epic Empires is completely organized by volunteers. They are part of a non-profit association. And
well,
so
I told you guys there'd be a phone. Well, I found one. I mean, to be fair, these are probably the organizers, so it doesn't really count. But, like, you know, hey.
The tickets goes entirely back into the event. Yes, there are decent sanitary facilities at Epic Empires.
Yeah.
You will find hot showers on 2 locations and mobile toilets on at least 3 locations.
I feel like if you shower while you're LARPing, you should get kicked out. Yeah, you should get kicked out. You shouldn't do that.
Of the campsite.
Not if you're an
Be
elf.
prepared
Yeah, but if you're in the Skyrim,
because the campsite is
you're in the
really
Skyrim guild,
big.
yeah, you can't.
You will also find the paramedics adjacent to the shower containers. They can help you with any health issues. In terms of merchants, there are only a few in the town center that sell meat or time in a hot tub. In general, you need to bring your own food and drinks to Epic Empires. And people really take their time to cook and even bake in-game.
That's
I
nuts.
have seen some beautiful historical ovens and cooking stations over open fire. It absolutely adds to the immersive atmosphere, so make sure to bring your own supplies. If you want more information, visit epic-empires.de and make sure to check out Epic Empires on Facebook and Instagram. They are very active on social media and happy to answer all your questions or direct you to a camp of your choice.
I feel like it's kind of cool to see this kind of stuff because, like, every time I hear about LARPing in the US, it's always something stupid. It's like these guys that are, like, LARPing in the South about the Civil War, and it's, like, about how the South actually wins in this version. You know what I mean? Like, damn, this is kind of cool that they actually, you know, do the historical stuff.
If you liked this video, make sure to follow our channel Sonya's Adventures for more cool LARP videos and for other badass adventures.
Oh, that's really cool. God damn. Should bring OTK to do this and have it be an adventure? Yeah, maybe. Oh, I was going to look at this. I'm not going to look at it today. I'll look at it maybe shit. It's available now. Oh, yeah, I might play these. Where's the Fallen? Man, all these games, I don't think these games are coming out. There's only like 2 or 3 of these games they're actually out right now. Anyway, yeah, I thought this shit was pretty cool, and I wanted to watch the video and just kind of like see what's about it. You know what I mean? The elves should bathe in the river. It keeps immersion. Yeah, I don't know about that. Forspoken is coming out tomorrow. Yeah, but isn't Forspoken on isn't that on fucking console? It's on PS5. Oh, bro, like it's on Steam? Yeah, then I might play it. Isn't that the game with the stupid dialogue? Let's talk about this first, right? I'll get into it because yeah, I like the tweet. I'll get that real quick. So link the video. Yeah, I will. I'll link the video. So this is 10 facts about Epic Empires. That's kind of crazy that like all these people get together and do this. I think that a lot of people that do this, especially like you can see the differences with some of these dudes. Like some of these guys, you know, like there's people here that just they like dressing up and they like cosplay. They think it's really cool. There's also people that have like a master's degree in history and you know, they don't really have a job because they have a master's degree in history, so they have time to come and do this every year, and you know, they can kind of, you know, they know a lot about it, so it's kind of like a cool thing for them. And then also you have the people that you know, probably just like to go to hang out. So yeah, I think this is pretty cool, man. And Forspoken is a game with the Hello Kids. I don't know. I'll look at it. Master's degree in history. No, I'm a very big supporter of that, by the way. If you want to go and get a master's degree in history, I think that's awesome. Like, you know, I've always viewed it like, you know, college is like to further the human body of knowledge. Like, yeah, obviously it's funny to joke about it, right? Like, I had a friend, my friend Alec. He got a degree in theoretical physics. I got him a theoretical job. He went back, he got a degree in engineering. And now he has a real job. Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, it's the way it goes. And yeah, he got a real job. Anyway, I've known him ever since we were in middle school. And I like how you phrased it as legally capable of full self-responsibility. Yeah, I think that, like, again, I feel like any time that you see some girl at a LARPing event and it says this is for adults only, everybody knows exactly what everybody's thinking about, right? Like, obviously that's what, you know, the implication is, but it doesn't really seem like it's that kind of an event, you know? It's like, I would kind of hope it's not, because it probably gets really hot and sweaty every night. Yeah, that's a bit much, but more than likely is that. Well, I don't fucking know. I think it's a good idea to not have kids there. Absolutely. No liability, no parents. It's fucking annoying. Yeah, it's definitely a good idea. No kids allowed. I cannot imagine, like, most guilds, there are WoW guilds that don't allow kids in the guild, okay? Like, there are many cases where, like, some kid would apply to the guild, and he'd say he's 18, and I'm like, yeah, well, what grade are you in? He's like, I'm in 10th grade. It's like, oh, either you're stupid or you're lying, you know? But, like, I always had a rule, like, if a kid could trick me into inviting him into the guild, and he got me, he's good. He's good, because he earned it, you know, like, because really, why do you not want kids in the guild? Because they're stupid. But, like, if he can trick me into thinking he's 18 and then, like, get in the guild, like, well, you know, hey, all right, welcome to the team. Who cares? Yeah, respect. Yeah, that's the way it goes. And as kids that are good at the game, make an exception. I never did. Honestly, because, like, the reason why is because, like, kids don't have control of their own life. So, like, for example, like, mom says I can't raid anymore. Well, yeah, that's great, but we just gave you 3 pieces of gear and now it's gone. Like, fuck. Like, that, tell your mom that you're fucking busy, all right? Algebra can wait. But yeah, we never let kids in a guild. Just for that reason, right? And then also, like, a lot of kids are, like, super selfish, and, you know, how do I know that, right? And so, yeah, that's the real reason. Yeah, tell your mom to fuck off, Jimmy. You gotta heal for Oldawar. She don't know what that shit is. Tell her to go play Farmville. My wife is getting angry. I gotta leave. Yeah, it's not that different, is it?